Pakistan's Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has arrived in Tajikistan to attend a key meeting of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization's Council of Foreign Ministers. The foreign ministers of SCO member states will be deliberating upon important regional and international issues. They will consider several important documents for adoption in the SCO Council of Heads of State in September this year. During his two-day visit to Dushanbe, Qureshi will address the organization's Ministerial Council. He will also attend a meeting of the Afghan Contact Group and reiterate Pakistan's stance on the peace process. During his stay, Qureshi will call on the President of Tajikistan, Emomali Rahman. He will also hold meetings with his counterparts from Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, Afghanistan, Russia, and China on the sidelines. For more on this, we have with us Einar Tangen, a political analyst from Beijing, China. Thank you so much for your time. Now, Mr. Tangen, this meeting of the SCO comes with Afghanistan once again at a crossroads. We're hearing that there will be a joint statement, especially regarding Afghanistan. What is being expected from this SCO huddle over the rapidly evolving situation in Afghanistan?
Well, there's supposed to be a joint statement. That's per the word of Wang Yi, the Foreign Secretary of China. It's a very difficult situation because of the situation in Afghanistan. There will be a meeting with the there's a special group with the within the SCO that deals with Afghanistan issues, and that will be consulted. There will be a general meeting. There will be a number of sideline meetings. But the main goal here is to somehow make sure that the situation in Afghanistan does not spin further out of control than it already has.
Mr. Tangen, Pakistan has come forward as a key proponent and facilitator for a peaceful political settlement in Afghanistan. Now, going forward, how crucial is Pakistan's role in the Shanghai Cooperation Organization regarding Afghanistan?
Well, it's absolutely crucial. I mean, both sides, the Taliban and the current government, come from the Pashtun tribal area. In addition to that, there are large Pashtun populations within Pakistan. It's going to be necessary to have some sort of resolution there. Otherwise, there's going to be a tremendous amount of bloodletting. The situation is not optimal. The very, very hasty withdrawal of the U.S. troops has created a more or less crisis situation for the existing Afghanistan government. Large, as everyone can see by the news, large swaths of land are being reclaimed or taken over by the Taliban. And it seems to be getting worse. This is an interesting meeting in the sense that since the U.S. has pulled out, this takes away all elements of outside forces. And I mean that only from the perspective of outside the region. Right now, you have the representatives who are in that region who are going to attempt to try to solve a situation that has not been solved by two invasions, one by Russia and then one by the United States. So it'll be interesting to see, well, not interesting, let's be hopeful that there can be some sort of consensus on how this can be resolved.
Mr. Tangen, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization marks its 20th anniversary this year and has come a long way. With the G7 meeting's anti-China focus and rifts between the Western allies and China and Russia widening, do you see the role of the SCO expanding in the future?
The SCO could expand slightly in the future, but right now it's less about expansion than working within the existing countries. Obviously, India has a lot of animus towards both China and also Pakistan. There are also other neighbor disputes with neighbors. It's very important from a regional perspective to try to bring them on board and achieve some sort of détente. Hopefully, the situation with COVID-19 will bring sense to people and understand that there are big regional issues, not only Afghanistan, not only terrorism, but also COVID-19 and economics that have to be tackled on a regional basis. They cannot do this. It's going to be bad for all affected if there's some sort of proxy war or simmering, some sort of actions or indirect actions taken or supported by different countries. This will only lead to more bloodshed and misery.
Mr. Anartangan, thank you so much for speaking to Indus News.